Heist, a brand new game mode to Battlefield Hardline and the Battlefield series actually. In this video today I thought I'd talk a little bit about how this game mode actually works while you watch footage of how this game mode works. Do you see what I did there? That was quite cool. Firstly, two teams, cops and robbers. The idea is, if you're playing as the robbers, you have to steal the loot from two selected locations on the map and then take that loot to two extraction points. As the cops, all you have to do is prevent the robbers from getting to the extraction point, and beyond that, basically stop them even getting to the sort of loot locations in the first place. So from the footage that you can see in the background right now, you can see two armoured vehicles that are the loot locations, and you as the robbers have to go and break into those. Now what you have to do is you go up to the back doors and you set a charge on the door, very much like you would in like a game of Rush in Battlefield 4 for example. It's basically like planting an MCOM. You can hear the sound cue of somebody putting a bomb on the back door there, but unfortunately you couldn't do that in the game version that we were actually doing, or at least the animation wasn't there yet. So we can only assume that that will be put in at a later date. But the bomb arm is 45 seconds, and basically then you have to try and defend that area until the doors are blown open. But the cops can come in at the same time and disarm it, just like an MCOM in Rush. It's very similar in that aspect. And that is the core mechanic of the game mode. It can get a little bit frantic because these two locations are quite close to each other, and it can become a little bit of a game and arm and disarm the objective that you have right there. But once you've got the doors blown off, if you're the robbers, then you can take the bag of money out of the back of the van, and then you need to get yourself to the extraction point. Now, that sounds quite easy, but trust me, it's not. Most of the vehicles in Hardline can be damaged by normal weapons, so if you've got an M16A3 in your hand, you can shoot one of the cop cars and it will do damage to it. The only vehicles that you can't do damage to are the armoured trucks on the ground. They don't take damage from normal weapons. You're going to need to blow those up with explosives. So as I said, getting to those extraction points is quite difficult. One of them is on the far out reaches of the map right over on the right hand side, and the second extraction is on top of the skyscraper in the middle. If you're one of the cops that's defending one of these locations, if you kill the carrier of one of the bags as they're trying to get to the extraction point, the way to return the bag is very similar to how Capture the Flag would work. You have to sort of hover around the location of where the bag actually is and wait for it to complete its time, and then it will move back to the location where it came from. Now, that doesn't mean that the doors then automatically heal themselves, shut back up, and they have to arm the objective again. No, the doors are still wide open, which means the robbers can come straight back in and take it out again. So it is kind of a Fast and Furious game mode once you've got those doors open. If the doors can't be blown open by the robbers and then the cops lock it down, it can become a little bit of a spawn camp, because the spawning location for the robbers is very close to where these two objectives are, where you have to get the loot. The cops spawn way over the other side of the map, and it can take them quite a while to actually get to you. But I kind of think that's sort of fitting of a cops versus robbers kind of role. The cops always arrive late, they're never there on time, and that's exactly the same in Hardline. So the robbers do have the advantage, and I think that's kind of a good thing, because if the cops are actually good at what they're doing, they can come all guns blazing into that area, lock it down again, and the robbers will find it very difficult to blow those doors open again. So this game mode, it can be fast and furious, or it can be long and drawn out. It really depends on how quickly you can get those doors off the back of the armoured vehicle. Something that I did want to talk about, and you may have already seen it in the footage, I'm not sure how I've edited this together yet, but it will be in there at some point. I'll make sure this is in the video. But there is a perk for the Operator class, which is essentially the Assault class from Battlefield 4, where you can revive yourself after you've died. Basically, on the kill cam, or when you're on the ground, you'll see your player sort of rolling around in pain, and you can see what's going on around you. And all you have to do is hit the revive button, or you hit E on the keyboard or spacebar, whatever the button prompt is, and you can inject yourself with an adrenaline shot, and you can get back up again and get straight back into the fight. Now this is a talking point. In playing the game, obviously Hardline, I spoke to a lot of different people while we were at the event, and we all came to the agreement that this is completely overpowered. There should be absolutely no way, as you are the player who's died, they should be able to revive themselves. That's not something that should ever happen in a game like Battlefield. And we told the developers that. We told them that it's completely overpowered and they should either change it or remove it from the game, because it's just completely overpowered, and for want of a better way of saying it, it's unfair to the player who shot you, because then you can just get back up, turn round, and he's turned his back by that point, and I think there's a couple of clips that I'm going to show you today where I just got back up and shot them in the back. I felt like a bastard when I was doing it. I had a massive smile on my face, but in practice it's just not going to work. So we basically told the developers, either you need to change how this works to somehow make it fair, or you just need to remove it, because it doesn't really have a place in this game. Now, as much as we told the developers that this shouldn't be in the game, we don't have any control over what they do. We just gave them as much feedback as we felt was relevant. So I can't confirm or deny if this will be in the full game when it's released, if we'll see a variant of it, but what you've seen right there, all of the YouTubers and the press at the event all told the developers that that either needs to change or it needs to be removed. And I think I'll end it there today. There's a lot more footage that's been going on in the background, so I hope you've enjoyed seeing some more Hardline today. But it's been a bit of a heated discussion there at the end. That was something that was quite serious that I thought that I should concentrate on. But if you have enjoyed the video today, then make sure you hit that like button. And obviously, because it's been quite a heated video, make sure you leave all your opinions and comments down below today about the Heist game mode and that survivalist tool that we were talking about, because I will answer as many questions as I can, and I will give you as much information as I can about this that I'm allowed to give. I'm still under a non-disclosure agreement for some of the things that I've seen in the game, because I'm not allowed to talk about that yet. If I can't talk about something, I'll tell you in a comment back, because I don't want to sort of leave you hanging about what I can and can't tell you. I'd rather be black and white about that. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'll upload another video tomorrow. It will be on something different, and you'll get to see some more gameplay from Battlefield Hardline. But thank you very much for watching. My name is Westy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.